Hey there in YouTube land. So tonight I got tagged by a great friend of mine, Dean DVD. If you haven't checked out his stuff, do so. And it's a coffee tag. And as everybody knows, I'm the guy that loves the tea. But that being said, I love all caffeine, including coffee, energy drinks, but I'm very, very careful about the ones that I drink. And, well, doesn't matter because we're doing coffee tonight. So I have a bunch here. I got my better half on the off screen who's also going to give her answers too. So it's a double tag there. So you get two for the price of one. Then I'm going to tag some people at the end of the video. So first off, I'm going to let her go first because she has the best answer for this one here. So Black Coffee, a film you love but it's not easy to get into.
Solaris.
Yep. Solaris.
You will forget that highway. Highway scene that lasted forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. It was hard, but it is a great movie. Shows all the weirdness of Tarkovsky.
See, I don't have one that weird right there, so she definitely has been beat on this one here. But because I love the guy, and not the actor, but I love the person that this is based on, I have to say that for me, when I was going through a bunch of them, I finally had to go with Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. It's a weird movie. Most of the time, it's a drug haze, so it's not supposed to make any sense. And it's my favorite. It's one of my favorite authors of all time. So.
And you know, if we want to pick a recent movie that also can be applicable to that, and I think you should have picked that one.
Which one?
Inherent Vice.
Yeah, that was so messed up. Oh no, I'm choosing that now. Inherent Vice is such a whacked out movie. It was considered the unfilmable book, and they filmed it, and they actually did not a bad job with it. So yeah, there. See, I'm changing my answer to what she gave me, and I'm going to do it on camera. So totally cribbing it. Inherent Vices, and that's an awesome answer. Love the scene where he just throws himself against the cop's car. Ah! It makes no sense. And then he runs away.
Unless it's not like you high on drugs, it doesn't make sense.
I love that movie. All right, so next up is Peppermint Coffee, a favorite Christmas holiday movie.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
We have both messed up ones, and I'm going to choose. Originally, I was going to choose Black Christmas because that is one of my favorite Christmas movies to watch. But I think I'm going to go back to my childhood, and I'm going to choose the movie that I used to watch every year. And you know what that is? So I want to see if she can guess. Like, what do you think the big Christmas movie that came out every year was?
Oh God! Don't tell me Peanuts.
No, that's not a movie. That's a
Christmas. I don't know. Snoopy.
Christmas Peanuts. There was a Charlie Brown Christmas movie. That's not it. Not a movie, but cartoon. It's like half-hour thing.
Oh, okay.
It's why I quit the Boy Scouts. Cannot miss my Charlie Brown. Hey guys, there's no
Charlie
DVR.
Brown, Peanuts, whatever.
But that's not what I'm using.
Okay. I don't know.
I'll give you a hint.
What?
It's got Jimmy Stewart in it.
Wonderful.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
Played. No, that's actually really Christmas. I guess it's done on Christmas, and it was one that was played every Christmas when I was growing up, and I used to watch it over and over again. I really love that movie. Black Christmas is like my go-to now, like kind of a like horror Christmas movie, but the soft, kind of sentimental Aaron has always loved and will always love It's a Wonderful Life. And I always tear up at the end when I hear the bell ring and I know that Clarence has got his wings. Next up is Hot Chocolate, a favorite children's movie. So what do you have for this one?
Jungle Book.
The cartoon?
Yes.
He's like, is there another one? There are other ones.
No.
A favorite children's movie. And I never thought about this one actually when I went on. But for me, children's movie. What did I watch as a kid? I see use that Charlie Brown one now. That's not a movie. Actually, there is. When I was a kid, I remember going to the theater in North Point and watching Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown, which is one where he's in like this kind of like a river rafting race, and I always remembered it. It seems almost like I'm cribbing that one though, so I'm not going to take that. But I do remember that movie. There, you're getting like 2 for 1 with this type of thing. But favorite children's movie when I was growing up? Oh, that's a hard one. children's movie that I watched over and over again. It's like a cartoon. See, I didn't grow up in the time like when the big boom in the 90s, 2000s, like the whole Disney had their renaissance. I grew up in like in the late 70s, early 80s, and the 80s basically when Disney was having a pretty shitty time of it. But I did manage to like see some great like earlier films that really stuck with me. And one of the ones that actually stuck with me the most, well, honestly, is well, I guess Fantasia. I really did love Fantasia. I loved the music when I was a kid. I thought it was really creepy, and I used to laugh at the Mickey scene, like the Sorcerer's Apprentice. There's just certain things I liked about that one, and I guess I got to go with that one. But I'll be honest with you, I watched Charlie Brown more. Choose either. Next up is Double Espresso, a movie that held your interest for the whole film. So, a movie that keeps you on the edge of your seat, basically.
Well, the most recent one, the Mad Max, really did that for me. So.
That was a great movie.
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah.
Another great choice. Now, there's a couple movies. Hitchcock, a lot of stuff that Hitchcock did really did keep me like on the edge of my seat throughout most of the film. But that being said, I had another choice there, and I just absolutely forgot it. Just I was a bit to say, and it was like it was actually a good one. I hate when that happens, especially when you're on camera and you're not going to be starting over. But movies that kept me on the edge of my seat. Oh. I'll be right back because I want to remember which movie it was. And I'm back. And rest in peace, Wes Craven, actually. It's Red Eye, one of Wes Craven's like kind of lesser, I guess, known films with Cillian Murphy. That was just one of those really, really good and intensely amazing films that I'm surprised didn't do very well. I've always like really, really dug that film, and I think it's one of Wes Craven's like kind of lost classics. Have you seen Red Eye?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it was.
Is it like
close quarter kind of.
Yeah, it kept all the way through. Like there was no stopping when Red Eye started. Okay, so next up is Starbucks, a movie you've watched more than any.
Well, I think it's a toss-up between Star Wars, the original Star Wars, the only Star Wars until December, and Indiana Jones, the trilogies. I think I've watched both trilogies a million times, and I can still watch them now another million times.
There's a couple for me. One is a franchise. The Friday the 13th franchise is probably the most watched horror franchise, and she knows this, that I have. But the most watched film that I've ever watched, to be honest with you guys, it's Grease 2. And you know this as well. I know it off by heart, word for word. I can recite and sing all of Grease 2. And when we started going out, that's one of the movies that I had to have her watch because it's like a litmus test for me. You have to watch Grease 2. Okay, next up is Hipster Coffee Shop. Give an indie or foreign film a shout out.
God.
Well, you have lots of foreign films.
There's a movie, a French movie called 8 Women.
Yeah, I'm liking this one already.
Well, no, it's a murder mystery where there's 8.
Oh, I saw that.
I think we did see it. I showed it to you. It has 8 generations of French actresses, including Catherine Deneuve,
That was a great movie.
Fanny Ardant, Emmanuel Béard,
Give it up, Kat.
Daniel Darieux, and it's basically just it's a story of these 8 women and a murder. I'm not, because it's a murder mystery, so I won't say anything. But it's close quarters.
That was a really good movie.
It could have been done in a theater. Like, it is kind of.
It's very stage.
The setup is very stage like. But honestly, it is a brilliant movie that I really, really recommend people looking for and watching. It's a really, really good watch. And you see 8 generations of amazing French actresses playing each other very well. So that would be my choice.
See, there you go. See, she is killing it tonight. See, she should be in these videos with me.
No.
She should be the disembodied voice in some of these videos with me.
Yes.
Okay, so for me, can I pronounce it? We watched it. I think it's the one. Oh, with it's kind of a gangster one. It's a true story. Sort of true story. It's the guy, Jean-Paul Belmondo's in it, and Lino Ventura. Was it Class Touriste? Is that one?
Class Touriste, yes.
Class Touriste. It's actually a Criterion. She actually, that's one of the ones she picked out. Lino Ventura is this amazing, kind of like the French Humphrey Bogart. Kind of very rough looking, very like gangstery. This is he does play the type of role here, but it's kind of different. He's got a little bit more. He's got a bit of heart, and the story it plays out. It plays out the way that it should play. It was based on a true type of story. So Jean-Paul Belmondo is like a really, really charismatic actor, and it shows in this film here. He steals almost every scene he is in, except, here's the thing, you've got Lino Ventura and Jean-Paul Belmondo, and both of them are like complete scene stealers who keep like outshining each other, so it's really hard to like say who takes the film. But both these guys are fantastic, and the story is a pretty simple story. There's a guy, he's a gangster, he's trying to get him and his wife and his partner are trying to get away with his kids to basically this is the last job. They're not going to be doing anything else. Something goes wrong. The police come along. There's a shootout when they're getting away. His wife is killed. His partner's killed. And it's just him and his kids. And this is the first time he's ever had to deal with like this on his own. He goes out to I think it's Paris. Is it Paris?
Yeah, he needs to reach Paris.
He needs to reach Paris. But he goes out and basically he reaches out to all his friends from his like his criminal days to like basically get back and make sure these kids are taken care of. And and then he sees who his true friends are. It's a really, really great film, and I really recommend it. It's called Class Touriste, and it's a Criterion one that I really recommend you pick up.
And the character from the Belmondo character is it's the same character that's going to end up in another. I think it's one of the out of print Criterions, Pierrot le Fou. It's the same. It's not. It's the same name. I don't think he meant it to be the same character, but it is the same actor and
same name. Yeah.
So yeah.
So there's ours. It wasn't indie films. If you want an indie film, I always give Orphan Killer a shout out because it's like an indie horror film. But honestly, those are the films we go with. Oops. Got Decaf, a movie that disappointed you. Say it.
Star Wars.
Which one?
The last 3. But more so Phantom Menace because...
Didn't you stand in line for hours?
Yes, I did.
You dressed up?
6 hours dressed up.
What were you dressed as?
Yes, 6 hours. I'll never get back.
What were you dressed as?
Moving on.
What were you dressed as?
I was just dressed as the Star Wars character.
Were you like a Jedi?
No. Anyway, moving on.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, for me, oh, man, so many movies that disappointed me. But like really, like seriously disappointed me. I don't think anything disappointed me more than watching. I'm
gonna say Rob Zombie's Halloween. Oh my god.
Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Because I could get something out of Rob Zombie's Halloween, and but I couldn't get anything, and I really still can't. I go back and like, there's people that love this movie, great friends of mine that love this movie, and I try, but I can't get anything. I get nothing out of this movie. Yeah, you knew I was gonna say that. We're like so on. Okay, so The Perfect Blend, a bittersweet movie mix that seems perfect. So one that's kind of like maybe it's a sadder one, maybe it's...
Like Water for Chocolate. Such a beautiful movie. And I hate dramas. I don't watch dramas. I stay away from dramas. Life is dramatic enough. So when I watch movies, I want to be entertained. I want to forget, you know.
I know. Perfect.
But I got caught up watching that movie. It's one of those moments where something gets on TV and you're like, what am I watching? And you can't stop it. I know, I obviously bawling at the end, but still.
I told you what my choice was and I totally forgot it, you know.
Oh God, not again.
I told you that.
Yeah, but I forgot.
Okay, let's see. Ross Meyer, no. Yeah.
Sad. I don't know.
You know, that's about the most looked at thing in some of my videos. I get lots of comments on the Ross Meyer box. I will actually do a, go through, the whole thing one of these days for you guys. She actually started watching some of this with me, and it weren't too bad. There's me trying to distract you while I think about my decision. But one that, bittersweet, oh man. I'm trying to think. There's there was a couple I can think about. Summer 42 was a good one. That really kind of stuck with me. Do you remember that movie? In a weird way, there's a few. A lot of when you think a lot of the coming of age movies, a lot of those are when you think of My Life as a Dog and all those type of films. Those stick out because for some reason a lot of the coming of age films sticks and they send them in Paradiso. That can be bittersweet in certain aspects of it. But I really wanted to get something that kind of made me tear up. And commercials can make me tear up. If you play the song "Don't," there's certain songs, commercials. I'm a softie, guys. I really am. I'm a softie. But I'm really, really blinking on this one here. I'm blinking on it too. Because these are ones that I had in my head, and I'm like, okay, this is my answer for this. This is my answer for this. Guys, when you're making these videos, write stuff down. Just saying, because this is what happens. Oh man, I refuse to stop this video again. I'm gonna have to stop this video again, and I'll be right back with my answer because last time I did this, 2 seconds. 2 seconds, and I remember what it was. So let's see if I remember what's 2 seconds this time. I'm back. And actually, Joan Crawford, John Garfield, Humoresque. I remember seeing it at late night on CBC when I was very young. And it's one that always stuck with me. So the second that I found the Joan Crawford box set to get, I had to get it because it made me cry. It did. John Garfield is just talented violinist, and he meets Joan Crawford, and she's completely wrong for him, but he's completely attracted to her, and she's basically ruining his life. But they're just two people that really come on a collision course, and she sacrifices for him. That's one of the movies. It's kind of there's a few Madam X stuff like that, but that's one that really stuck out was Humoresque. Kind of sad right now. Coffee with Your Sugar. Movie you might like a little too much.
I love Tolkien. I love Lord of the Rings. It's the book that I've read the most. And Peter Jackson brought us an amazing adaptation of that movie. So, I don't think I love it a little too much. I think I deserve to love it just right. So, yeah, that would be my choice. The Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Mine is really, really easy. And it's just to jump to the left. I love the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I love the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's one of
my favorite movies of all time. I remember I got out of high school, and my dad, actually, this was back in the tape day, got me the tape of the movie soundtrack. And I listened to that so much. I was in college listening to it. I just memorized the whole thing. And I do love the sequel, Shock Treatment. It's not as good. It's got some better actors, singing-wise, isn't it? Better singing in it. Nobody's a better actor than Tim Curry, though, man. He's just, he's amazing. But a Rocky Horror Picture Show is just such an amazing, amazing film. And so you either get it or you don't. It's one of those, there's no two ways about Rocky Horror. And you just watch it, experience it. It's such a fantastic film. And because of it, there's sometimes, like, I know there's like adaptions that are done and stuff, and even I think even Glee did an adaptation of it, and I'm like, meh, because no, you can't beat it. And Little Nell, by the way, was my crush for years. She plays kind of the tap dancing. What's her name again? Columbia?
Who?
Little Nell.
Yeah.
She's Columbia, right?
Columbine.
Columbia.
No, it's kind of like Columbine. Columbine.
No, Columbia. Like, because it's named after the movie studio.
Oh, I don't know.
Because there's Magenta, and there's Columbia, and there's like Riff Raff.
Okay. I'll watch it in French, so I don't know.
Okay, and last but not least is Friends Don't Let Friends Have Starbucks. What's a movie that you... So what is it?
A lot of the movies you made me watch.
I have one now. Thank you very much. Don't use it.
No, I am using
No,
it.
you're not using it.
I am using it. Phantom Killer. Don't you ever, ever watch that movie. And also, don't you ever, make it a first date movie.
It was not a first date. It was like a 15 movie.
I don't know. That was...
High Tension was our first date movie.
Oh, God. Okay, now here's another one that I could recommend.
I like that movie.
That is a horrible...
That is a good movie.
No.
Perspective. Perspective.
It's no perspective. That was idiotic.
You stole my movie.
God.
See, I could say The Jonesman, but I just reviewed it, and I really want to use something I just reviewed, but it's a horrible movie that you should not watch. But I am going to one-up her.
WrestleManiac?
Oh.
Am I going to keep going through the roster of horrible movies you made me watch?
Okay, let's see.
Just pick one that we've watched and it's a shitty one.
There's a lot. I'm Fire Across the Eye. It was a horrible film.
God.
Oh, God. But even worse than
think so.
Phantom Killer. Even worse than Phantom Killer.
I don't think there's anything
trust
worse
me.
than that.
Phantom Killer 4.
No,
There
I'm
were,
talking
no,
about
no,
series.
no, no. You
I'm
said
sorry.
Phantom Killer. You
No.
said Phantom Killer.
You made
The
me watch
fourth one.
all of them,
So-
Aaron.
Okay, guys. So in this movie, I'm gonna save you some time for 3 of these like very soft core-ish type, like misogynistic slasher films. Yes, we watch these. It's a mystery of who the killer can be, and it's between the second and third one that you really kind of lean towards certain.
No, you don't care. By
You
that
do.
time.
You
No,
do.
you don't care.
We watch them all because we care.
Oh, I know it.
So you did the fourth one, and you remember who it is?
I don't want to.
Nobody. It's like
Nobody.
It's like space and internet. It makes no sense. Okay, I can't use that one because you use that. Oh God, no, there is one. Oh, I don't remember the name of it though. That's the problem, and it's just horrible. I mean, literally, the movie is a guy picks a girl up in a car and abuses the crap out of her until the movie ends. That is totally it.
I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
I didn't show you that one.
Okay.
I was like, oh, I got to see this movie. This movie looks like, they said it's intense. About a Serbian film. I never watched a Serbian film. People talk about how beautiful it's shot. You know, I can take some fantastic, like, use some soft lighting and show you a steaming pile of dog crap. It doesn't mean it's good. It just means that I use a nice camera on it. But a Serbian film is a horrible, horrible film with what they're saying is a political message, which I call bullshit on. Like Penn and Teller, I'm calling bullshit on that, by the way. And you agree with me on that one.
Oh, definitely.
But that's my film. So that is our coffee tag. She has had some way better ones than me because I totally kept blanking out. Honestly, I'll be honest now. I had some very impressive answers thought up, but some of her answers just like they threw me for a loop. But it was kind of fun. So I've got to tag people. So here goes. Obviously, I'm going to tag some of the regular guys. So Lauren, you have been tagged. That is Lawrence from Cathode, Rams Ruse, you've been tagged. Brandon, Skin Slip, consider yourself tagged. Mark, Killer Nerd, consider yourself tagged. Doc, Sean, consider yourself tagged, yep. And let's put a couple more in there just for fun. I wonder, did Dean put Falagar in there?
I don't know. Should the box stand up?
Let's see if he did. No, it doesn't say. I thought he did. I didn't hit that like button yet. There you go. But anyway, just in case you weren't tagged, Falagar, Sammy, I'm tagging you. Oh man, there's so many people I tagged for this one here. And because I just watched your video with your better half, which was really cool, the Bamboozled one, Dennis Reviews. You are tagged, good sir. And one last person, Blu-ray Dan. Thanks for showing me the Creed trailer. For me right now, it's seriously time for tea, but I'm kind of feeling for coffee. But I'm not sure if I've got any coffee out there. Do I have coffee out there?
Yeah.
Then maybe it's time for Tim's. Tim's and tea. Extra caffeine. Oh yeah, maybe back on with another video. It'll be incoherent and like really, really bouncy across the wall. But hey, that's my videos. Thanks for watching. Say hello to Deadhead. My cat that looks like he's perched over there. She's perched. My better half who actually made this video what it is. Say hi or bye or something.
Bye.
And for us right now, it's time for tea, time for Tim's, and we are out of here. Have a great night, and guys, coffee time. Do the tag.